Uh, News that is broken here just in the last, hour or so, maybe even less than an hour, is that LSU apparently has uh, uh, ended their search for a special teams coach, but it comes with a little bit of a twist. John Jancek, who was on staff last year as an analyst, is going to be LSU's. He's going to be the special teams coach, but he's also being hired as an outside linebackers coach. One of the things that we had heard after the season was that Matt House was in the market for somebody who could basically be a pass rush coach, somebody that could double with another role on the staff, but somebody that could really concentrate on the Tigers' pass rush. This this is going to basically leave the special teams partially to Jancek, and it's going to probably leave a lot of the special teams work in the hands of the analysts on staff. So you have to look at this from a couple of different standpoints. Number one, do they need to improve the pass rush? Without question. Okay, that was one of the things. They did not have a ton of defensive line depth last year. They were not able to get into the type of rotations that they eventually want to get to. And they did have one really good pass rusher in B.J. Ojolari. The rest of the guys on the defensive front, we're not, and I'm not counting Harold Perkins in this. Perkins is he's a category unto himself. But that upfront pass rush, those edge pass rushers, they just didn't have as much of it. So one of the things House wanted to do was bring somebody in to upgrade that. Well, Jancek, who they know is in the building, is an easy fix for that. It does raise a question as to how much time he's going to devote to pass rush stuff and how much time he's going to devote to special team stuff. We've seen this work both ways. Sometimes you designate one special teams coach. That's what he does. That's his baby all day. And sometimes they divide it up amongst the staff. I've seen it work really well both ways. I've seen it fall apart both ways. So I'm not going to make any rash decisions on, hey, listen, this format works all the time, and this format never works. Pretty much the only thing I do with that is with offensive coordinators. One guy calls plays. And I was even wrong with that in 19 because two guys call plays, and that worked, okay? One off. Quarterback was pretty good. Receivers were pretty good. But for the most part, that's one where I'm like, nah, you got to have one coordinator. Special teams, I've seen it go in both directions. A little bit of a background on Jancek. He's originally from Michigan, 54 years old. He's coached multiple places in the Southeastern Conference. He was on Georgia's staff as a linebackers coach. He was the co-defensive coordinator there. He was at Cincinnati back in 2012, D.C. there. He was a D.C. at Tennessee for 3 years. That was 2013 to 2015. He's been on Kentucky staff as a consultant, LSU staff as a consultant. So this is not a young up-and-coming coach. This is a seasoned, experienced, been all over the place coach in the Southeastern Conference and other places. So we'll have a little bit more. Again, this just came down here within the last 20, 30 minutes. So we'll see when Brian Kelly eventually addresses this, he'll tell us exactly how all of the assignments are going to work with special teams. But this is how they're deciding to do it. Is it a little bit risky? Yeah. When you spread the special teams assignments over multiple places, again, I've seen it work, and I've seen it kind of blow up on them. So John Jancek, the new special teams / outside linebackers coach for LSU.